Welcome to TSAT. Now we are discussing about the time and work. The some of the problems we are discussed. Now it was the capacities of working. Now we are the concept. The capacities of working concept is, if person capacity will be increases, the time taken by the decreases. So it was inversely proportional. One is increasing, another one is decreasing. In this inversely proportional, we are applying the multiplication of the both values in the first line by second line. That is simple. So move on to the question. What we have? The question is, A can do a certain job in 12 days. B is 60% more efficient than A. How many days does B alone do the same job? What we have? A working days we have. A is working for 12 days. Next one is, B is 60% more efficient. So we are going to write down the capacities of A and B. Whose capacity is there? B is 60% more efficient. 60% more efficient means, when we have the percentage concept, the any of the value is 100%. If it is more than 100%, more than 60%, in that means it was more than the 100, which is 60% less, in that means it was less than the 100. The question is, B is 60% more. B is 60% more means it was above the 100. So B is 60% more means above the 100, that is 160. But what about A? A is base is 100%. Now the capacities are there, simply 100% and 160%. Whose working days we have? A working days we have. A can do a certain job in 12 days. A can do a certain job in 12 days, in that means A capacity is 100%, is complete the work in 12 days. For that, B is completed in how many days? B in that means 160% who have the capable, that is 160% for how many days? So 160%. So when we are applying the capacity and the working days, you have to remember that capacity will be increases, days will be decreases. In this problem, we are applying the multiplication of the same numbers on the line. 100 into 12 by 160. B was 100 into 12 by 160. 0, 0, 2 5s, 2 8s, that is 4 2s, 4 3s. The value will be 15 by 2, in that means 7.5 days. 15 by 2 ante 15 lo sagam 7.5 days. That is simple. So you have to remember the second concept is capable of working. A can do a certain job in 12 days. B is 60% more efficient. First, the efficiency of the A and B you have to conclude. The efficiency of A and B is 60% more, in that means B is 160%, A is 100%. So from that, which value we have? A value we have. A is 100% capacity of the person, is complete the work in 12 days. 160% capable of B completed in how many days? So when the capacity will be increases, days will be decreases. The increasing and the decreasing, it was inversely proportional. In the inversely proportional, the same values will be multiplied. Same values, that means A of values 100 into 12. 100 into 12 by 160, the value will be 7.5 days. So you remember that the capacities of working days, once again I am saying this is very important thing. The capacity of working days is inversely proportional. In the inversely proportional, same values of capacity and working days should be multiplied. The A of capacity and A of working days is multiplied. The B of capacity and B of working days is multiplied. That is very simple. So you have to remember this is inversely proportional. This inversely proportional in these questions, not only time and work, it was applied in the time and distance also, it was applied in the ratio proportions also. So many of the methods of the questions are there in the time and in the inversely proportional. So you have to remember that inversely proportional is one capacity will be increases, the depending capacity will be decreases. It was inversely proportional. In that inverse proportional, the same values will be multiplied with the both. Okay, clear? So move on to the Next question. The next question is again capable question, that is A is 30% more efficient than B. A is 30% more efficient than B. How much time will they working together take to complete a job which A alone could have done in 23 days? Okay. So, first of all we have to understand the question very clear. First you have to write down the capables. The capacities are A and B. A is 30% more efficient. Once again I am saying 30% more, in that means it was more than the 100. So, it was 130%. The B is, the simply base value is 100. Whose value we have? In this question the last sentence is A alone could have complete in 23 days. So, A is working completed in 23 days. The question for which? The question is how many days, how much time will they working together, how much time will they working together take to complete a job. In that means A and B working together in how many days. Now, we are comparing the capacities. How we compare? We have the A value. A value, in that means A of capacity. How much is A of capacity? 130%. 130% of capable work is 23 days. Next, A and B working together. A and B working together means 130 plus 100, they are working together. 230% of work will be capacity, 230%. Now, it is the capacity, it is the working days, capacity will be increases, working days will be decreases. It was inversely proportional. In the inversely proportional, same values are multiplied, that is 130 into 23 by 230, 0, 0, 23, 23, the value is 13 days. The value is 13 days. Simple. So, the capacity of working, when we have the capacities of the persons, we are applying to inversely proportional theorem. So, it is very, very important, that is capacities are two types of problems. One is A is twice as more than, B is thrice as more than. In that means the capacities are in the ratios, the 1:2, 2:1, 3:2, twice, thrice, 4 times, that is the capacity. And another capacity will be in the percentage manner, 30% more, 60% more. 30% more, in that means 130% one person's capacity, 60% more, in that means 160% one capacities, one person capacity. If 20% less than, in that means his capacity is 80% only, 20% less than means from the 100 it will be less than by the 20. So, it was 80. So, two types of capacities, one is twice, thrice in the ratios, one is percentages, 30% more, 20% less, like this it was in the percentages. So, in the any of the capacities concept is when capacity will be increases, the days will be decreases. It was inversely proportional, we are applying same manner of multiplication. So, this is the one of the concept. So, move on to the next question. Next question is A can do a piece of work in 5 days, B can do it in 6 days. If C, who can do the work in 12 days, joins them, how long will they take to complete the work? So, in this question, A of working days we have, B of working days we have, C of working days also we have. So, in the before sessions we are completed A, B together working. In this question A, B and the C, 3 persons are working. So, already we are discussed, when we have the 3 persons in the problems, when we have the 3 values in the problems, we are taken together the LCM method of the LCM method, LCM in the numerator, the denominator will be LCM by the A, LCM by the B, LCM by the C. So, move on to the question. When we are solved the question, it was very clear to understand. What is the question? In the question was A, B and the C, 3 members are there. A is complete the work in 5 days, B is complete the work in 6 days. If C, who can do the work in 12 days? Okay, simply In this problem 5, 6, 12 3 values. So, you are taken LCM of 5, 6, 12. So, who are preparing for the bank examination, you have to find out the LCM very quickly. So, this is very simple. When we have the 6, 5, 6, 2s are 12. So, 6 is no need to write. What we have 5, 12. When we are find out the LCM of the two or more than numbers, if one number is prime number, 5 is the prime, that LCM is multiplication of the both. 5 12s 60 is the LCM. So, now we are applying A, B, C are working together. In the numerator it was LCM, in the denominator working together, in that means add the all values A, B, C all together. So, 5 60, how many times? 5 12s. Is it clear? Next 6 60, how many times? 10 times. 12 60, how many times? 5 times. Right. Now, all together, in that means plus, all are plus. Now, 12 plus 10 22, 22 plus 5 27, it was 60. Now, it was clearly 3 20s, 3 9s, 20 by 9, that means 9 2s 18, 2 will be remainder. What is rounded? That will be remainder. So, 2, what is the remainder is 2 and the 9. So, they all together working 2 and 2 by 9 days. So, when we have the A, B, C, the 3 persons are working, we are going to apply the LCM of the 3 values, LCM of the 3 values. If A, B are working, we are applying the multiplication only. In the A, B, C, we are applying the LCM of the 3 values. The LCM of the 5, 6, 12, the numerator of the LCM is 60 simply, the denominator is 5 12s, so 12, 6 10s, so 10, 12 5s, so 5. Working together all, in that means all are add 12A plus B plus C all together working. So, the answer is 2 by 9 days. So, this is the one of the important method. A, B, C is working together. This is easy to solve the problem within the time. Okay, clear. So, next one, move on to the next question. The next question is A, B, C can do a piece of work in 9, 12, 18 days respectively if all joins them. Okay, the dash is nothing is there. So, do not expect from that, the dash is nothing. So, if joins them, how long will they take to complete the work? In that means again we have A, B, C. What is the working days of A, B, C? 9, 12 and the 18. So, when we have the 3 values, we are taken LCM. You have to remember, we are taken LCM. What is the LCM of 9, 12, 18? What is the LCM of 9, 12, 18? 9 2s are 18. Where we have the one number of multiplication in the LCM, remove that number. So, no need to calculate 12, 18. What is the 12, 18 of LCM? It was 6 2s, 6 3s. Okay. So, LCM is 6 3s are 18, 18 2s 36 is the LCM. Now, A, B, C working together, in the numerator 36, the denominator is 9 4 times, 12 3 times, 18 2 times, 4 plus 3 plus 2, that is simply 36 by 9, 9 4s 36. How many days it was? 4 days, simple. Is it clear? So, how we are solve the problems? We are solve the problems by the concept method, not from the formulas. So, no need to remember any of the formulas. We have only 2 concepts. One is A, B working together, the multiplication by addition or multiplication by subtraction. When we have the 3 values A, B, C, we are applying the LCM, LCM by addition of the all the powers, all the values, LCM, LCM by A, LCM by B, LCM by C and add the all together. That is only 2 methods, 2 techniques we have to solve the any of the problem. So, no need to by heart any of the formulas or shortcut methods. So, you have to understand what is the concept of the time and work. Okay, is it clear? So, next one, move on to the next question. What is the next question? The question is, A can do a piece of work in 5 days, B in 4 days, A, B, C together in 2 days. In what time would C do it alone? Okay. Right, observe that question. When we are in the preparation time, the what is the change in the question to question, what is the change in the model to model, that is you have to observe. In the before question, we are find out A, B, C working together in how many days, we are find out A, B, C working together in how many days. In this question, the A, B, C together in 2 days already in the question, we have to find out the C alone. In that means, A value we have, B value we have, C we do not have. So, we have to find out the C value. So, the question is different from the before model. So, but we are applying the same concept. How we are applying the same concept? With small changes. What are the small changes? Now, what we have the value? A can do the work in 5 days. Next, B can do the work in 4 days. Next statement is A, B, C together in 2 days. In that means, not C, it was A, B, C. A, B, C was 2 days. So, we are taken. We have to find out the how many days C alone. So, whatever it is, the question is, first you have to observe that method. What is the method? When we have the 1, 2, 3 values, when we have the 3 values, we are going to apply the LCM. What is the LCM? 5, 4, 2 of LCM. To find out the LCM, the any of the number of multiplication we have, no need to calculate the 2. So, 5 4s are 20. Why? Because 5 is the prime number. So, 5 4s are 20. Whatever it is the question, we have to taken, that is LCM in the numerator. So, 5 4s are 20. Now, the denominator is 5 4s are 20, 4 5s are 20, 2 10s are 20. Okay, first observe how I am solve this problem. Okay, first I am taken the LCM in the numerator, later the denominator is 5 4 times, 4 5 times, 2 10 times. Okay, right, that is. Next we need C value. C value we need, where we have the C? We have the C in last value. In the denominator the last value. We need C, so the last value will be positive. Who wants to find out, that will be positive. We want to find out the C, where we have the C value, that will be positive. Next one, but in the C, not only C, it have A and B also. So, you have to remove the A, you have to remove the B from this. So, A, where is the A? First value is the A. In that means, the denominator of the first value is remove. Remove in that means minus. For the A also, B also removed. B is, where is the B? The B is. So, you have to remove the B. Remove the B, that means the second value of B is remove. Simple. So, the procedure, the process is the very important to solve the question. So, it is not the formula to by heart, it is the concept. So, you have to learn how I write, how I am explaining. So, that is 20 in the numerator. Now, 10, it was minus 9, it was 1. So, it is simply how many days? 20 days for the C alone. So, it was very easy to solve by the single method. You have to find out the ABC together, you have to find out the C alone also. So, what is that method? LCM in the numerator, the denominator is LCM to how many times it was, and plus and minus are just change. If all together working, all are plus. If only C alone working, in that means where we have the C, it taken as positive, but in that C, A and B also we have. So, remove the A in that means first value will be negative, remove the B also, so second value will be negative. So, that is the value is 20 days, right. It was very simple. Next, move on to the next question. What we have? A can do a work in 12 days, B can do it in 6 days. A, B, C work together in 2 days. In what time would C do alone? C do alone, not that E, it was C do alone. Okay, clear? So, this question you have to try in the 1 minute or 20 seconds of time. So, how can you solve it 1 minute or 20 seconds of time? So, see this A 12, we have the B 6, we have the ABC 2. So, this value is for A, B, C, from that we need C only. When we have the 3 values, we are taken LCM. 2, 6, 12 of LCM is 2, 3 is 6. So, no need to calculate the 2. 6, 2 is 12, no need to calculate the 6 also. So, LCM is simply 12, 12 1 is 12, 6 2 is 12, 2 6 is. The ABC value is last one, only last one is the positive, remaining are negative. 12 by 3, how many seconds, sorry, how many days? It was 4 days. So, it taken only 20 to 30 seconds of time. So, this much of concepts we have to learn how to solve the question. Is it clear? So, we have to note down the question and solve it. Right. Move on to the next question. What is the question? The question is A and B can do a place of work in 12 days, B and C in 15 days, C and A in 20 days. How long would they take to finish together? And first you observe how is the question will be turned, how is the question will be changed from the before to this model. In the before model we have A alone can complete the work, B alone can complete the work, C alone can complete the work, A, B, C together complete the work in how many days? That is, in the every case we have only one person, A, B, C. But in this case we have, in the first case A and B both persons, the second case B and C both persons, the third case C and A both persons. So, in the every case we have the 2 persons, in the first case A and B, in the second case B and C, in the third case C and A. What is the value of A and B, B and C, C and A? From the question, A and B is 12 days, B and C is 15 days, C and A is 20 days. The question is whatever it is, how many values we have? 1, 2, 3 values. When we have the 3 values, we are going to apply the LCM method. Yes, very good. What is that? LCM method, 12, 15, 20. What is the LCM of 12, 15, 20? As per the aspirant, you have to sharply find out the LCM, quickly find out the LCM 12, 15, 20, that is 60. That is, mainly it was flashed as 60. So, you have to find out it was LCM is 60. LCM is 60. 12 5s, 15 4s, 20 3s, A, B, C all together working in, that means all are involved in the work, it was plus. But what is the difference between the previous model? In the previous model we have A only, we have B only, we have C only. In the each case only one person we have, but in this model we have both, we have both, we have both. When we have the both persons, simply you are take 2 in the numerator, simply you take 2 in the numerator, that is it. What is the difference? 2 in the numerator. In the before model there is no 2, in this model there is a 2, because in the each case we have the 2 persons. All together 2 A's, 2 B's, 2 C's, every person is twice, in that means you are multiply with the twice, double. So, 60 into 2 by 5 plus 4 9, 9 plus 3 12, 2 6 6 10s. How many days ABC working together? 10 days, simple. The concept and the model is same. When the question will be turned as different, how is the changes in the concepts? That is the you have to observe. What is the concept will be changed? In the every case we have the 2 persons A and B, B and C, C and A all together working. We have 2 A's, 2 B's, 2 C's. In that way we are taken in the numerator twice of the LCM, 60 into 2. That is the only small change for this model. That is very clear. Is it clear? Alright. Next, move on to the next question. The next question is, A and B can do a piece of work in 72 days, B and C can do it in 120 days, A and C can do it in 90 days. How long would each take separately to do same work? Okay, clear. In the before problem, we have to find out A, B, C together working, all together working. But in this problem, you have to find out A separately how many days, B separately how many days, C separately how many days, we have to find out. So move on to the question and how we solve this, right. How we solve this question? The question is, first of all, what is the given information? In the given information, we have the both values. First is A and B, how many days? 72 days. Second one is B and C, how many days? 120 days. The third one, C and A, how many days? 90 days. Is it clear? Right, B and C in 120 days, A and C in 90 days. Okay, it is clear. A, B, C separately how many days? A, B separately means A can alone, B can alone, C can alone. Okay, clear. మూడు రాసి పెట్టుకున్నాం జాగ్రత్తగా. And you have to observe 72, 120, 90. How many values? 3 values. When we have the 3 values, ఏం తీసుకోవాలి? LCM. What is the LCM? 12 6 120, 12 6 72, 12 10 120, 90 is not divisible. So, taken 90 as same. Next, 10 it was 6, not 6, 3 2s, 2 3s, 2 5s, 2 45s, and you taken 5, 3s, 5 1s, 9s, you taken 3, 3 1s, 1s, 3 3s. Okay, 5 2s 10, 10 3s 30, 30 3s 90, 90 12s it was 12 9s 720. Okay, 720 is the LCM. 1272 972. 720 is the LCM. So LCM is 360 also LCM. So this is 12 is not correct. 6 to yeste ayipoddi. So LCM is 360. LCM is 360, not 720. You find out how is the LCM is 360. Right. Now method is, concept is, the LCM is 360. 360. Denominators are 70 to 360 is 70 to 5 is 360. Is it clear? 12 3 is 360. Is it clear? 9 4 is 360. Is it clear? So 70 to 5 is 360, 123 is 360, 94 is 360. ఎవరు కావాలి మనకి? A need. Where we have the A? We have the A in the first case, we have the A in the last case. That means where we have the A, that of the values will be positive. First case positive, last case positive. There is absence of A, so remove that minus, simple. 360 by 5 minus 3 plus 4. Why we are taken minus for the middle value? Because in the middle value we do not have the A, you need A. So where we have the A, that will taken as positive. Is it clear? Right. Now another concept also there. What is that? In the each of the case AB, BC, CA, A and A, how many A's are there? 2 A's. If any of the value is twice repeated, you are multiplied with the 2. Next one, B also same, the LCM is 360. Next 5, 3, 4, same values are repeated. B in that means where we have the B, that is positive, where is the absence of B, that will be negative. In the first case B, so first case is positive, second case B, second case is positive, third case is no B, so it was minus. In the each case there is 2 B's, so multiply with the 2. 360 by 5 3 4, 5 3 4, 5 3 4, we are taken C, where we have the C, that is the positive. The second value C, third value C, positive positive. In the first value there is no C, first value there is no C, so no C in that means it was minus. Now we are going to calculate 5 plus 4 9, 9 minus 3, that means it was the 6, 6 60s, it is 120, a value is 120, simple. Next, 5 plus 3 8, 8 minus 4 is 4, 2 2s, it is 180. Calculation is part is very easy. 4 plus 3 7, 7 minus 5, sorry it was multiply with the 2, 4 plus 3 7, 7 minus 5 2, 2 to cancel, the value is 360 separately. So, a value is 120, b value is 180, c value is 360. For all the together a comma b comma c, we are applying only one concept, that is LCM, LCM by of that of values, but the positive negatives are changed. Where is the positives, where is the negatives? You want to find out the a value, where we have the a term, the term will be positive. Where we do not have the a term, the term will be negative, simple. In the b, where we have the b value, b terms will be positive. Where we have the c value, c values will be positive to find out the c. So, that is the method. So, the calculation part is very clear, you have to do it very easily. So, the concept is you have to observe, you have to find out the a, the where we have the a values are positive. You have to find out the b, where we have the b values are positive. You have to find out the c, where we have the c values are positive, remaining all are negatives. Is it clear? Right. This is the method to find out the a comma b comma c, separately do the work in the given time. Clear? So, move on to the next question. The next question on the screen, that is a and b can do a piece of work in 12 days, b and c in 15 days, c and a in 20 days. How long would each take separately to do some work? So, note it the question and try to solve it. How you solve it? We have the three values 12 comma 15 comma 20, same 12 comma 15 comma 20 of LCM. What is the 12 comma 15 comma 20 of LCM? LCM is 60. చెప్పాం కదా, చూడగానే LCM అనేది మైండ్లో ఫ్లాష్ అవ్వాలి. 60 తర్వాత ఫస్ట్ వాల్యూ ఇస్ 12, 12 5 is 60, సెకండ్ వాల్యూ ఇస్ 15, 15 4 is 60, third value is 20, 23 is 60. In the examination hall, you have the question on the screen, you have the rough paper on the sheet. So, no need to write the all the values, you have to need write the only what is the concept. The concept is LCM is 60, 5 4 3, a is in the first term, a is in the last term. So, first and last are positive, middle value is negative. In the a and b, b and c, c and a, in that means we have both of the values in the each case 2 2 2. So, 2, that is 60 into 2 by 5 plus 3 8, 8 minus 4 4, 2 2s are 4, 2 30. So, a can complete the work in 30 days, simple. The same b in that means 60 into 2, again 5 4 3, where we have the b? We have the b in first case, we have the b in second case. So, first and seconds are positive, we do not have the b in last case will be negative. Simply 60 into 2 by 5 plus 4 9, 9 minus 3 6, 6 10s are 20. Next one c, same as 60 into 2, that is 5 4 3, where we have the c, the values are positive, where we do not have the c, that values will be negative. A and b, there is only a and b, no c, so that will be negative, remaining all are positive, that is 60 into 2 by 7 minus 5 2, the value is 60 days, simple. How many seconds it taken? Maximum it taken 30 to 40 seconds only. So, you have to take in this concept, it was very useful to solve all the problems. So, you observe A is complete the work in 30 days, B is complete the work in 10 to the 20 days, B is complete the work in 60 days. Who are completed the work in less time? Who are completed the work in less time? 20 days. In the sum of the examination, the calculation part kante analysis part ki importance ekkistunaru nowadays. The analysis part is the A comma B comma C separately can do the work is not a question. The question is simply who had completed the work to take less time? Who are take less time to complete the work? పని పూర్తి చేయడానికి ఎవరు తక్కువ సమయాన్ని తీసుకుంటారు? అప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తాం మనం 3 కనుక్కొని ఎవడైతే తక్కువ టైం తీసుకుంటున్నాడో బి అనేవాడు తక్కువ టైం తీసుకుంటున్నాడు కాబట్టి బిని ఆన్సర్గా గుర్తిస్తాం. కానీ అలా పెట్టకముందే గుర్తించేందుకు ఒక చిన్న అనాలిసిస్ చూసుకోవాలి. ఓకే, ఇట్ ఈస్ అడిషనల్ ప్రాబ్లం. వాట్ ఈస్ దట్ అనాలిసిస్? మీన్స్ ఏ అండ్ బి. వాట్ ఈస్ దట్? ఏ అండ్ బి is 12. B and C. What is that? B and C? It was 15. What is that last one? C and A. What it is? 20. Okay, clear. First, you have to arrange in a ascending order. What is that ascending order? 12, 15, 20. Right, it is already in the ascending order. And second condition is, when we have the ascending order, the working persons are continue to the next group. A and B. B is continued to the next group. B and C, C is continued to the next group. This is the continuity. So, first condition is the value should be in the ascending order. Yes, 12, 15, 20 in the ascending order. The next condition is the second person will be continued to the next group. B is continued, C is continued. In this problem, who are continued? First person is A, and next is B is continue, and next is C is continue. Is it clear? Right. Who are the middle person? He is taken less time. Who has the middle person? He is taken less time. That is a very simple. Who is the middle person? He is taken less time. So, in the ascending order, arrange first 15, 12, 15, 20. After that, you observe the continuities are there or not. A, B, B is continued, B, C, C is continued, C, A is continued. Yes, continuity is there. From that continuity, first person in the A, first person in the B, first person in the C. In the 3 groups, the first persons are A, B, C. You taken out first persons. Who is the middle of the person? He is the less time. Who is the middle of the person? He is the less time. Who is the last person? He is taken more time to complete the work. That is the concept. So, less time by the B, more time by the C. Right? This is the very important. This is some of the recently examinations we observe this method. We are observe these type of questions. So, no need to calculate as A, as B, as C to compare the both. So, we have to just compare the ascending orders and the continuity of the persons and taken first persons from the all of the groups A, B, C. The middle person will be less time, the last person will be more time. Is it clear? Right. Move on to the next question. The next question is, A takes half as long to do a piece of work as B takes, and if C does it in the same time as A and B together, would take 7 days, how long would each take separately? Okay, this is the question for as per the capacities. Already we are discussing A is twice workman, A is half of the workman, A is 1/3 of the workman, this type. So, first you consider, you have to conclude how is the capacities of A, B, C. First one A, second one is B, third one is C. How is the A? A takes half as long to do a piece of work. B takes. B తీసుకునే సమయంలో A సగం సమయాన్ని మాత్రమే తీసుకుంటాడు. B ఒకరోజు పనిచేస్తే A హాఫ్ డే పనిచేస్తాడు, కంప్లీట్ అయిపోద్ది వర్క్. B అనేవాడు 2 days పనిచేస్తే A 1 dayలో పనిచేస్తాడు. B అనేవాడు 4 days పనిచేస్తే A 3 days పనిచేస్తాడు. 4 days పనిచేస్తే A is 2 days పనిచేస్తాడు. B is working for 10 days, A is working for only 5 days. That is half as long to do. So, for our convenience, half కంటే if B take 2 days, A take 1 day. This is, it was days. Example, when we have the 1 day, when we have the 2 days, the capacities of A, B and the C is, if he is 1 day to the 2 days, A has more capacity than the B, because is taken to less time to complete the work. How much less time? Half of the time. Half of the time, that means he have double of the capacity. The A have double of the capacity than the B. Clear? So, the question is, A takes half as long to do a piece of work as B takes. Clear? Ante A is twice capable than the B. Days lo cheppadu kabatti we are changing into the B. Next, C. C does it in the same time as A and B together. C, how much time is taken? If A and B together, the C only completed. So, the C capacity is what we have the A and B that much of work is completed in C only. So, A and B of both capacity have C, A and B of both capacity of 3 is C have, that is simple. A capacity is 2 parts, B capacity is 1 part, C is A and B both we have, so that is 3 parts. So, capacities are clear. The question is, would take 7 days A and B together, would take 7 days, how long would each take separately? Would take in that means A, B, C all together take, that is the statement is A, B, C all together take 7 days, all together take 7 days means A, B, C. How many capacitors are working? 2, 1, 3, 3 plus 3, 6. So, 6 capables are working for 7 days. Separately, how long would each take separately? Separately in that means A takes, A capable is 2 parts, 2 parts in that means capacities and the working days already we are discussed, inversely proportional. So, 6 into 7 by 2, 2 3s, 7 3s, 21 is A. Next B is 1 part is how much? Same 6 into 7 by 1, 6 7s, 42. Observe, A takes half as half much of the time, half much of the time means 42 half is 21, the same is. Next C is 3 parts of capacity is how much? 6 into 7 by 3, 3 2s 6, 7 2s 14. Is it clear? Already we discussed the capables. The when we have in the capacities that takes half as long to do a piece of work, in that means A takes half of the time. When he take half of the time, his capable is double to the B. So, A capable is 2, B capable is 1, C capable is A and B together, that was 3. So, all together working in 7 days, in that means 6 capacities are working in 7 days. So, A is in 2 days for how many days? 6 into 7 by 2, B is in 6 into 7 by 1, C is in 6 into 7 by 3. When we have the capacitive days, you have to working these both values 6 and 7 by 2, 6 and 7 by 1, 6 and 7 by 3. This is A comma B comma C when we have, that is capacities of working. So, this is very easy. Next, move on to the next question. Next question is, A along would take 16 hours more to complete the job than if A and B would together. If B worked alone to took 4 hours more to complete the job than A and B worked together, what time would they take if both A and B worked together? Clear. This already we are discussed, but the question is repeated. So, whatever it is, again I am explaining. A is A and B takes more than to 16 hours, B is A and B to the 4 hours. When we have the working days or working hours of A is compared to the A and B of more time, A and B of more time, this is what we have the more times 16 4s 64 of the root is for the value of A and B 8 hours, simple, A and B 8 hours, okay, clear, right. Next one, move on to the next question. A can do a piece of work in 4 hours, B and C together in 3 hours, while A and C do it in 2 hours. How long will B alone take to do it? Okay, clear, right. In this question, simply we have whose values we have, which value we have to find out, that is you have to observe from the question. The analysis of the question is very important, listen carefully. What we have? A can do a piece of work in 4 hours, yes, A can do a piece of work in 4 hours. Next, B and C together can do it in 3 hours, B and C together can do it in 3 hours. Next, A and C can do it in 2 hours, B alone take to do it, B alone take to do it. Okay, clear. For these questions, you have to apply the analysis. What is the analysis? In the first case, we have the A, right. In the second case, we have the BC. So, when we have the A, when we have the BC, if both are, mix them A, B, C. How many persons are there? A, B, C. And that means in the first statement, from the second statement, A is 4, B and C is 3. If all together, it will becomes as A, B, C. Next one, A and C can do it in 2 hours. So, next one we have the A and C in 2 hours. See this, from the A, B, C, A, B is C. If remove the A, if remove the C, we get only B. In that means, from the A, B, C together, if you remove the A, C value, we get B value. So, from the 2 statements A, B, C are there, if all together it will becomes as A, B, C. From this A, B, C, if you remove the C, A, you get B only. So, this is applied in the calculation part, how we applied. 4, 3, 2, 3 values we have, 4, 3, 2, 3 values we have. When we have the 3 values, we are going to apply the LCM. What is the LCM for the 12? Simple. A, B and C all together. ఏం చెప్పాము, A, B, C తో కలిస్తే A, B, C అవుతారు. ఫస్ట్ A, B, C చేయండి. A, B, C in that means 4 3s, 3 4s. If add the both values, it will becomes as A, B, C. Right, it will becomes as A, B, C. From that A, B, C, if you remove the AC, remove the AC in that means AC value is third value, remove that AC value, remove that AC value in that means minus, that is 2 6 12. Simple. 12 by 7 minus 6 is 1. How many days it was? 12 days. This is the best method to solve this problem. So, the analysis of the question is, first of all, we have the A, latter statement we have the B, C. If all together add them, it will becomes as A, B, C. So, first value, second value, A and B, C add, we get the A, B, C. So, from this both we get the A, B, C. From that A, B, C, if you remove the AC, if you subtract the AC, you get the B only. So, you subtract the AC, in that means third value you have to subtract. Simple, it will becomes as 12 days. Right? Very, very easy. The concept is same, LCM, LCM by that of the values, and the plus or minus are changed in the according to the concept, according to the analysis. Okay, simple. Move on to the next question. Note down. It was very, very important. If you want to know, want this, note it. Okay, simple. First A and B, C, first value, second value add చేసాం. యాడ్ చేయడం వల్ల మనకి ABC వచ్చినాయి. ఆ ABCలోంచి A తీసేసినాం, C తీసేసినాం. ఫైనల్గా ఏం మిగిలింది? B మిగిలింది. సో, ఫస్ట్ 2 values are add, last value is subtract. That's it. Next value. A can do a certain work in the same time in B and C together. Can do it. If A and B together can do it in 10 days, C alone in 5 days, then B alone could do it in. Okay, clear? So, the question is, A can do a certain work in the same time in which B and C together. What is the B and C working together? The A only complete it. So, if A and B together can do it in 10 days, C alone in 5 days, then B alone could it in. So, first we have to find out how is the values or what is the analysis. First, A of working days is same for B and C. A of working is same for B and C. If B and C together 10 days working, A is working 10 days. If B and C together working for 20 days, A is working for 20 days. If B and C working for 15 days, A is working for 15 days. And the same value, B and C working value and A of working days value same. Next one is, A and B can complete the work in 10 days, C alone in 5 days. When we have the 2 values, multiplication by the addition. We have to remember it. When we have the 2 values, multiplication by addition. What will happen? When these values are add together in the denominator, add in that means AB and C added, it will becomes as ABC. Is it clear? 5 3s. The ABC value is 10 by 3 days. The ABC value is 10 by 3 days. Now, from this 10 by 3 days, A and B and C is same working days, in that means if same working days of persons is working, the half of the time will taken separately. For example, A is working for 10 days, B is working for 10 days. If both are working together, the work will be completed in 5 days. Is it right or not? A is taken 10 days separately, B is taken 10 days separately. If working together at a time, the work will be completed in the half of the time only, 5 days. So, ABC is working for 10/3 days. The work will be completed is separately, A, B and C equal value. That means A is completed the work in 10/3, in that means it was 20/3. It is also 20/3 because these values are half of the time as 10/3. So, A is separately 20/3, B and C is separately 20/3. Which value we need? We need the B alone. Okay, B alone, in that means B and C is 20/3. This is B alone we need. What we have? B and C is 20/3, C only 5. In this question, B and C is 20/3, C alone is 5 days. We want only B, in that means from that BC, if you remove the C, you get the B value. So, 20/3 into 5 multiplication, when we have the two values, by subtraction from the denominator, subtraction, that means B and C lonchi CC తీసేస్తే subtraction అవుద్ది. Subtraction is 5 minus 20/3, 3 5 is 15, 15 minus 20 is 5/3. The subtraction is 5/3, 3 will be cancelled, 5 will be cancelled. So, B of value is 20 days, B of value is 20 days. Okay, is it clear? This is some of the typical question, but you have to understand very clear. Again, I am explaining. Before this explaining the question, the concept is you have to understand. What is the first statement? A can do a certain work in the same time. A can do a certain work in the same time in which B and C together. For example, if A take 10 days, the same work to complete B and C also taken 10 days. Is it clear? If all together A, B and C, they all together 5 days. Is it right or not? So, ABC is 5 days. You observe, if ABC is 5 days, it is doubles to the A work. If ABC is 5 days, it was doubles to the BC and work. Okay, this is the concept. So, we are going to the problem. What we have the problem? A and B together complete the work in 10 days. C alone complete the work in 5 days. If both values are working, in that means there is AB and C, both are means ABC. Multiplication, two values only we have. Subtraction, 5 3 is the ABC will be 10/3. Before the example, if ABC will be 5 days, A will be double. If ABC will be 5 days, B and C is double. Okay, clear? Same as if ABC is 10/3, B and C is double. So, B and C is double, double is 20/3. C alone we have, that is 5. From the B and C, if you remove the C, you get the B alone. Removing that means 20/3 into 5, multiplication the numerator, subtraction, that means the denominator is 3 5 is 15, 15 minus 20, that means 5/3, and when we remove the 20/3 minus 5, you get the 5/3, the denominator of 3 is cancel, 5 and cancel, B alone 20 days. This is the question, very important, and some of the difficulty level also. Okay, you have to note down it. So, the concept, the question you have to understand, the analysis you have to understand, how can we solve the question, not from the shortcuts, not from the formulas. It is not the arithmetic or quantitative aptitude is the direct questions is not asked in any of the examination. The most of the questions are in the analysis based methods. What we have the question analysis, what we have the how to understand the question, that is the very important, right. So, this is you have to understand. So, any of the question we are taken in the time and work, time and distance, profit and loss, simple interest, compound interest, these all are high level of arithmetic questions in the now examinations we are observed. The not direct questions are we are observed, these type of questions. So, when we face this type of the questions, we have to how we have to solve the questions from the we have the concepts. So, first we have to understand what is the concepts, what is the questions, how we solve. So, from the generalization of the questions you have to solve. నువ్వు క్వశ్చన్ని జాగ్రత్తగా జనరలైజ్ చేయాలి. జనరలైజ్ చేస్తే మనం ప్రశ్నని జాగ్రత్తగా అర్థం చేసుకోగలుగుతా, అర్థం చేసుకున్న ప్రశ్నని చేయగలుగుతా. ఓకే, ఈజ్ ఇట్ క్లియర్? రైట్. నెక్స్ట్ వన్, మూవ్ ఆన్ టు ద నెక్స్ట్ క్వశ్చన్. దట్ క్వశ్చన్ ఈజ్ A alone would take 27 hours more to complete the job than both A and B would together. If B worked alone, he took more to complete the job. He took 3 days more to complete the job. So, students, you have to observe that is not the stones. Instead of stones word, it was 3 days. 3 days more to complete the job. What time would they take to complete the work? This is already repeated the question. What is that repeated the question? What we have, why it was repeated in that means it was very important, and that's why it was repeated. So, what we have the A and B together more 27, what we have the B, A and B together it was 3, the what we have the more than 27 more than 3, that is 27 3 of under root, it was 81, root of 81 is 9 days. Which value? 9 days. A and B together is 9 days, simple. This is very important problem. By the method, by the any of the book methods or any of the formula based, it taken at least 5 minutes of the time. Okay, but we are applying the simple method, 27 into 3, 81, root of 81, the 9 is our answer, simple. Okay, clear? So, it was the 81, so 81 is 9 days is the answer. So, this is the some of the problems, some of the concepts are applied in the time and work for the high level of quantitative aptitude. So, any of the problem when you are faced, first you have to observe the concept, first you have to observe the analysis of the question, what is the soul of the question, what is asking, from which of the given information you have to find out what. So, from that you have to easily solve the question, but the so many students are not analysis that question, they are only by heart or they are only practice the answers only. So, from today onwards you have to practice the questions also, practice the questions. In that means how we practice session, we have to write down 2 and 3 times of the answers in the white paper or in the rough paper. But before to practice the answer, you have to write down the question also clearly, very clearly. So, in every time when you are taking the question in the book, the question is not read from the book, the question is write down on the paper, and after that you have to analyze that. When we write it, the analysis will be developed. So, that of the analysis we need to solve the problems, not the shortcuts, not the formulas. Is it clear? So, when we have the analysis, the question will be solved within the seconds of time. What we are discussed, these all of the questions, these all are taken minimum 2 to 3 minutes of time for the remaining students, for the any of the students or any of the methods. But by our analysis method, we are solved it in 20 to 30 seconds of time, maximum 30 seconds. So, you have to observe what is the power of analysis. Is it clear? So, the next session we will be meet. Thank you so much.